Hope you guys liked that little dramatic intro there. Today we're going to be taking a look at a light that I found while wandering through Cabela's one day. Caught my eye, just not something you really see at a big box store a whole lot. That light is the XPS L2000. It is a 3-emitter XM-L2 U2 flashlight. Got a carry handle, power button here, and it has a 3 18650 battery carrier. Not really big on unboxings. Came in a decent box. Comes with 3 very shitty 18650 cells that I would not recommend. Wall charger, car charger, that's about it. We're not going to do an unboxing. Let's just get straight into it and get into the beam shots. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at some beam shots here on the XPS L2000. Not ideal conditions, a bit windy out here, so I'm sorry if you can hear some wind noise. The shed you're going to be looking at is about 20 feet away. So I'm going to go ahead and show you all the modes of the XPS, and then we'll go ahead and compare it to some other lights as well. So from the off position, you're going to give it one single click. That's going to go right to high. So there's the high mode. You can see we're getting that transformer all the way up there. One more click takes you down to medium. Another click takes you down to low. And one more click takes you to strobe. So when you're on any mode at all, you can press and hold for about 4 seconds and the light will just go straight to off. Otherwise, you have to cycle through all of the modes to get to off. So once again, this is the L2000 on its highest setting. See, pretty good brightness there. So let's go ahead and compare it to the MSR D4. This is going to be the XPL High D4 on turbo. So that's the XPL High D4 on turbo and the L2000. D4, L2000. So next up, we're going to take a look and compare it to the Claris G20, which is a single 26650 light. So here's the G20 on turbo. See there, pretty good brightness. And here's the L2000 again. So you have the L2000 on the right and the G20 on the left. And then the last light that we're going to go ahead and compare it to is my brightest flood style light, or I guess brightest in general, which is going to be the BLF Q8. This is just bone stock, no mods or anything. So we'll go ahead and check that out on turbo. So that is the Q8 on turbo. And we'll check the L2000 again. And the Q8. I haven't been able to do like calculated lumen measurements on the L2000, but I do believe that 2000 is pretty accurate for this light. That's seeming like it's pretty accurate, so that's about it for the beam shots. So let's go ahead and do some close-ups of the light. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at some up-close shots of the L2000 here. So it's a fairly big light. You've got a handle on the top here. It seems to be like a metal exterior, but then on the inside, kind of hard to see, but on the inside it's it's like plastic interior. It's just a metal shell with a plastic interior. You do have a removable bezel here. And then we can go ahead and get a down the barrel shot of the 3 XM-L emitters there. A little bit of a deep reflector there. This is not AR coated glass or glass at all for that matter. It's just a plastic lens with what looks like a fake glow-in-the-dark O-ring there. So go ahead and take a look at the battery carrier that comes with this light. Pretty standard looking 3-cell battery carrier. I do have some Samsung 30Qs in here right now. Go ahead and take those out so we can get a better look at it. I would say it's a fairly average carrier, nothing super nice. Average springs. The build quality is not anything to write home about. So it's pretty average. It does have a bit of an odd spring alignment down inside down there. It's like one bigger spring with a smaller spring in the center. I'm assuming it has to do with like the way this is laid out. One spring kind of sits on here, and then one actually makes contact here. You can kind of see it there. So you do have that. The threads on this are not too bad. Nothing fancy. So then up on the handle you do have your on-off switch here. Very clicky. Very clicky. And then here is the integrated charging port here, which is just a standard style there. As previously mentioned, the light does come with 2 chargers. One standard wall charger here, which is rated for 12.6 volts at 1000 milliamps. And then it also comes with a cigarette lighter car charger, which is rated the same. I do not recommend charging the cells inside the light. Through some preliminary testing, it does not charge them at an even rate. It seems like one of them gets charged a little bit more than the others. The light did come with 3 18650 cells. Definitely not the best, and I definitely would not recommend them. You can see the wrapping is kind of peeling up here. They are 2000 milliamp hour cells. They seem to be very sloppily put together, and they are, if you can see here, they are significantly longer than standard cells. The one thing I found odd about that is when you're putting the cells that come with the light into the battery carrier, it is a very, very tight fit. I mean, you can barely get those in there, and they really, really compress the spring down. So I would not recommend using the included cells with this light. Just, they don't seem very high quality. I believe they have some sort of protection circuit in there, but I would not recommend them. I just did them to do a runtime test, and that was about it. So that's a little close-up of the L2000. All in all, I'd say the build quality is pretty average. It is all metal body, and then a primarily metal handle with just a plastic filler in here. You cannot remove the head, so as far as I can tell, I can't really get a good look at the driver or anything. But yeah, I mean, I guess I'd give the build quality probably about a 6 out of 10. I'm not really sure how well this handle will hold up. Unfortunately, you can't remove it because the power switch and the charging port are located there. But yeah, I'd say it's about average. So. So just as some closing thoughts on the XPS here. So can I recommend this light? Unfortunately, because of the price, no, I cannot. Technically, this light retails for $79.99 at Cabela's. I did get it a little cheaper because I had a gift card and it was on clearance at my specific Cabela's. For $80, you can do much better than this. So that's definitely a factor here, just simply because you could do a lot better for the money if you were looking to drop $80 on a light. Another issue I have is the build quality just does not feel like it's really there. This handle, while it does feel sturdy, it does feel a little cheap. So I think that's part of a definite concern here. On top of that, it does come with integrated charging, which I would not recommend using. It does not seem like it charges the cells at the same rate. It does include the three 18650s, which I would not recommend using those either. So as a combination of all of those factors, unfortunately I would not recommend this. It's a cool light, especially one to be found at a big box store, but I can't recommend it for the price and some of the build quality issues it has. So thank you for watching. This was my first video, so I'm sure it's not perfect. I do plan on making a lot more reviews and some other style videos relating to flashlights, so go ahead and give me a like if you enjoyed the video, dislike if you didn't, and if you are wanting to see more, go ahead and subscribe, and hopefully I'll have some more content out pretty soon for you guys. So thanks for watching, and until next time, I'll see you around.